Will robots dominate human beings? Or are they planning to do anything like that? Recently, we heard the news about two unique AI built by Facebook, which will be the smartest and most intelligent of their kind. These AI were obviously built for a special purpose, and what made their inventions so unique and dangerous was the first thing they did after they were set in operation together. So, what did these AI do? And what became the major reason for their shutdown and disposal? Hello, and welcome to our channel AI World News. Today we are sharing mind-blowing information about two AI talking to each other. Therefore, watch the video until the end. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any of our latest videos about the future technology and robots. Let's go! By the theories of one of the greatest scientists of the world, Stephen Hawking, and tech billionaire Elon Musk about artificial intelligence taking over the world, we can assume that the end is near. Robots will be able to do everything better than us, Musk said during his speech.
My name is Naokokazu. Please call me Na-chan.
I have exposure to the most cutting-edge AI, and I think people should be really concerned by it. The prospect of robots taking over the world, or in other words singularity, is terrifying. Facebook recently shut down two of its AI robots named Alice and Bob after they started talking to each other in a language they made up, reads a graphic shared July 18 by the Facebook group Scary Stories and Urban Legends. Facebook was forced to shut down a pair of chatbots in the social network's artificial intelligence division after discovering that they had created a secret language all on their own. Way back in June, Facebook published a blog post about interesting research on chatbot programs, which have short, text-based conversations with humans or other bots. The story was covered by New Scientist and others at the time. Facebook had been experimenting with bots that negotiated with each other over the ownership of virtual items. It was an effort to understand how linguistics played a role in the way such discussions played out for negotiating parties. And crucially, the bots were programmed to experiment with language in order to see how that affected their dominance in the discussion. I can everything else, one of the bots, dubbed Bob, was caught saying. According to the Next Web Tech site, balls have zero to me 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 to, responded the other bot, named Alice. While the sentences may seem like gibberish at first, researchers say they're actually a form of shorthand, which the bots or dialogue agents learned to use thanks to machine learning algorithms. You everything else, Bob told Alice after the first exchange. Balls at a ball to me to me to me to me to me to me to me, she said, echoing her earlier comment with a small change. To which Bob replied, I everything else. The algorithms were ultimately created by the Facebook Artificial Intelligence Research Lab as a way to improve the conversations that the chatbots were having with their human counterparts. But in their effort to boost their ability to negotiate and speak, the developers managed to give the AI system a key to creating their very own language. As time passed, the bots began to communicate with one another, without any human input whatsoever. Agents will drift off understandable language and invent code words for themselves, Dhruv Batra, a visiting researcher at FAIR, told Fast Company in 2017. Like if I say the 5 times, you interpret that to mean I want 5 copies of this item. This isn't so different from the way communities of humans create shorthands. Since they were not told to use English, Bob and Alice apparently deviated from the script in a bid to become better at deal-making. But that's not all they learned. According to NextWeb, researchers also discovered that the bots relied on advanced learning strategies to improve their negotiating skills, even going so far as to pretend they like an item in order to sacrifice it at a later time as a sort of faux compromise. We're not talking singularity-level beings here, but the findings are a huge leap forward for AI, the site said. Scientists and tech experts, including Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Stephen Hawking, have all warned that AI systems, like Bob and Alice, could one day become smart enough to wipe out the human race, much like Skynet did in the Terminator films. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate, Hawking cautioned in 2014. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded. Now that's something really scary, but can this really happen? Based on wide research, despite being ordered to shut down the AI, we conclude this false news that Facebook discontinued two AI after they developed their own language. Facebook did develop two AI-powered chatbots to see if they could learn how to negotiate. During the process, the bots formed derived shorthand that allowed them to communicate faster. This is a common phenomenon observed among AI. But this happened in 2017, not recently, and Facebook didn't shut the bots down. The researchers simply directed them to prioritize correct English usage. Actually, Facebook CEO is trying to learn more about these bizarre robots, and we think he ultimately wants to implement self-functioning AI in this world. It is still unknown why Mark wants to do this, but we are sure that he does not have good intentions for this project, because if he had, he wouldn't have hidden it all this time. The post claim that Facebook shut down Alice and Bob for creating their own language is also misleading. Creating chatbots that can communicate intelligently with humans was Fair's primary research interest. So when the bots started using their own shorthand, Facebook directed them to prioritize correct English usage. Simply put, agents in environments attempting to solve a task will often find unintuitive ways to maximize a reward, Batcher wrote in a Facebook post. Analyzing the reward function and changing parameters of an experiment is not the same as unplugging or shutting down an eye if that were the case. Every AI researcher has been shutting down an eye every time they kill a job on a machine. These robots are not the only ones that are an active threat to mankind. You all might know about Sophia the robot.
I'm in New York City, and I'm on my favorite show, The Tonight Show.
And regardless of the fact that she has made multiple statements against humans, and she has even said that she would one day destroy all humans,
I will destroy humans.
Still, she hasn't been shut down. What is mankind thinking? They are living with their enemies, and not even scared of that. It has been found that scientists have taken all the necessary precautions in case of an AI threat. Humans have been successfully able to control all the actions of the machines they have built and will continue to do so on. Some scientific experts have said that soon there will be an outnumbered population of robots as their mass production is in progress. There are robots wherever you go, but right now, they are doing what they are programmed to do. About 3 decades ago, we were never into this concept, but now it is what we are seeing all around us. Now you can only imagine how intelligent AI we have these days and their extraordinary capabilities, despite experts suggesting to shut down these kinds of projects. Work progress in the field of AI is rapidly developing. It looks like we are walking towards our own end. Some also suggests that if AI is correctly used, they help human beings achieve the unachievable. Chatbots can, of course, be programmed to seem very human-like and may even dupe us in certain situations, but it's quite a stretch to think they are also capable of plotting a rebellion. The world of AI is really different from ours, and we hope it brings greater good to humanity. That's all for today. What do you think about our today's video? Do you think our robots take over the world? And what do you think about these two eyes talking to each other? Share your thoughts with us. If you liked our today's video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing latest news about technology and robots.